My mom, she wanted me to join so bad, but I didn't, your parents, I didn't really feel like I saw a point in it. So high school, that was during quarantine. I was on a computer all the time. I didn't really get the chance to meet people and make friends. When I did get back into school, I had a harder time, talking to people, and I was just in the books a lot. One of the teachers I had was the 9th grade AVID teacher, and she was just so sweet. I would hear about all the things they were doing in that class, and I was like, if that's what AVID is, then maybe I should have listened to my mom, and I applied that year. When I first walked into our AVID room, it was like no other classroom had ever had that energy. And all the desks, they were in groups, so you couldn't avoid talking to anybody if you wanted to. I was super shy, and I don't know what they are doing there, if I'm being honest. I don't know who was like, hey, this is what we need to do to get these students to feel this way or act this way or just be the best version of themselves. But AVID did that.
In order to realize our full potential and gain confidence in who we are, we often set out on journeys of self-discovery throughout our lives. In my case, that was the AVID program at Wheeler High School. As a freshman in high school, trying to come to a new school was quite an adjustment, as everything was online and I didn't know anybody. There were times when I wasn't even sure I could manage the pressures of the 9th grade. Between the difficulty of high school classes, being in my bedroom all day every day, and being behind the screen for 8 hours a day, my first year was a struggle. Other times, I just felt lost and alone. There was never some place I felt like I could be myself, since I felt secluded and had nowhere to let loose. And I didn't think that's how I wanted the rest of my high school career to go. I never thought it would be like High School Musical, but I was hopeful that it would be a fun and exciting experience. It didn't seem to be going that way, though. So at the end of the year, I applied for the AVID program at Wheeler, and luckily I got in. On the first day of my sophomore year, when I walked into the classroom for the first time, there was an energy I had never felt before. The room was buzzing with life, and the desks were in groups, so even if you wanted to, you couldn't be alone. Our teacher happily greeted every student at the door and did little things to try to get more familiar with each of us. This was the first time in my entire life that I didn't even get the chance to sit down before other students began to bombard me with questions about who I was and what I wanted to do in the future. I finally felt like I belonged. Every day, class was engaging and entertaining, and tutorials were helping me get through classes I don't think I would have gotten through if it weren't for my teachers and fellow classmates. Every day, AVID was the class I looked forward to going to, and it quickly became a second home to me and many other students when we didn't feel at home anywhere else. AVID became our safe haven, and teachers made sure it stayed that way for us. No matter, my junior year was my most stressful to date. I was taking one of the hardest AP classes I had ever taken. I was staying up too late at night, and I didn't know how to effectively manage my time and stress. But through the trials and tribulations, I was able to maintain good grades, get a job, and strengthen my bond with the people in my AVID classroom. Thanks to AVID, I was able to be recognized by College Board, and I received the National African American Recognition Award, as well as earning a 1260 on my SAT. Now as a senior, I'm more involved in my school and community than ever. I serve as the co-president of the AVID Advisory Board, where I work hand-in-hand daily with the AVID coordinator. I'm a member of the Principal's Advisory Board, the Counselor's Advisory Board, and the School Climate Advisory Board at Wheeler. I've been accepted to 9 different universities around the country. And I've accumulated over $180,000 in scholarship money. AVID has truly changed my life and has allowed me to fly as a student. In AVID, I've not only developed as a person, but I've also learned life lessons that I would not have been able to learn without it. I've learned the value of networking, and AVID has given me an opportunity to go to events and other programs, such as summer camps, dinners with our sponsors, and speaking roles throughout the community. and they've shown me the importance of leadership and allowed me to see the true impact I and my peers can have on this world if we choose to do so. This isn't the end of my AVID journey, though, and I will continue to be a part of AVID throughout the rest of my life. Thank you.